live.
Well, welcome to ATB TV. I'm here with Peter Morganti at Manning Tree Park today, and look at that sky out the back. We haven't had a day like this for some time, Pete.
Blue sky, green grass,
Warm weather.
16 degrees or so on the body, just
Heat
a
wave.
temper of wind, just a trickle of wind, I mean, and yeah, real spring day, but we've got to navigate about another 9 days of winter.
Yeah, well, here we are towards the end of August already. God, it goes quick, doesn't it? Like Spring Carnival, AFL Finals, Melbourne Cup, Christmas, year's done.
Christmas.
The year's done.
What did I did read? There's only 19 days to Christmas. Oh, sorry, 19 Fridays till Christmas. So
wow, that'll scare a few mothers and fathers.
Yeah, not wrong. But yeah, we had a bit of a taste of spring last week with one of our horses back, and I didn't bring a dozen eggs, Darren. I didn't know which way that went.
Well,
no egg on your face, no egg on the truck.
If you got beat, I had to egg you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it would have been a chocolate one I would have brought.
Well, I must admit, I did put myself under a bit of pressure. When he come around that corner and let down, I went, well, looks like I've got to wear an old jumper on Friday.
At the 200 metre mark, I thought it was nearly odds on that the chicken farm was going to get a call.
Yeah, no, for those that didn't watch last week, I said if he won, Peter could put the eggs on my face because I didn't think he could win. And I'll tell you what, he went very close. It was a massive run, Detonator Jack.
Ran fourth, beaten, what, a neck?
0.4.
Half long neck, so, yeah, no, I think from...
Covered a lot of ground from that wide gate.
All things equal,
massive
it was
run.
Perfect run first up for a horse that, you know, we expect to get a lot of benefit out of and push out a little bit further and trip. It's all unknown, though, Darren. What is his best trip? We're still none the wiser. It's funny because you don't get stayers sprint like that first up very well, do you?
Not over 1200.
No, so 1400 you do, but
anyway.
Anyway,
we'll see in 3 weeks.
He's come back in good nick. You can confidently say that.
In the yard, out of all those horses, and whether I was the owner or not, just on tight, he was the standout.
Yeah,
he was the standout. He's big rump and
genuine,
lovely horse,
fully fit sprinters in front of him too.
Yeah, well, you know, he's got beat by 0.4 and he's going to the Sofitel, and then we're not sure if he's going to that big $1 million race in Sydney or
$1.5 million,
going somewhere else. Only $1 million to the winner. I think you get 800.
Oh, righto. Oh,
you know what though? Is pretty exciting, Pete, about Detonator Jack?
What's that?
Next week, 5% share.
Oh,
is going to be auctioned.
Jeez.
You know, on English Digital.
How many money boxes I could find in aim to rattle?
5% share in Detonator Jack's coming on the market due to sad circumstances.
Yeah.
But 5% shares going up online next weekend.
I'm just trying to do the maths. Would that be sort of a...
How often do you get a chance to buy into a share in a horse like Detonator Jack?
I'm trying to work back from sort of $1 million.
50 grand, 20 grand? 50 grand for 5%.
So was that
20 shares?
That makes him $1 million horse. Like
I don't know what he makes. Does he make 30? Does he make 40? Or does someone just go mad?
Well, I mean, if you're talking
how much are you going to go to?
Well, if I had the money,
which you have,
I'd go 50. Because,
50?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because if you're talking that race,
you get it back in one go.
Get it back in one go, and
it's going to be fascinating.
That's one race. He could potentially
win.
Figure in.
Well, we said these really good horses win 6 or 8 million. I don't know if he can, but
the pop-up races now have got to be targets because
for geldings.
And they're lesser.
There's no stud view.
Well, and the thing is, they can potentially be lesser quality in a silly way.
Yeah. They're winnable.
Absolutely.
Detonator Jack online. Stay tuned.
Jesus, that will get the English thing bobbing along.
Yep, so that sale goes live next Friday and finishes the following Wednesday.
There's probably a few people tapping into little syndicates here. Like, how much the right? You get 10 mates in, throw in
$5 grand,
5 or 6 each,
and away you go.
Away you go. With the potential of that money coming back times 2.
I reckon there's a few rich farmers down Western District Way might be having a bit of a crack.
I was going to say, from the inside owner's point of view, there might be some that'll maybe bolster up their shares.
No worries, they've all got plenty.
Oh, that's interesting.
So there, stand by for that.
Well, we'll wind back a day earlier. We had Arizona Dreaming. Now, we've been there twice now and done ATB TV there and got him beaten twice.
God, it was cold.
He was home at the 200.
Did you reckon?
I just thought he had the inside beat. I knew the outside was coming, but I just thought, I was going on that time he did win sitting outside the leader. I thought he enjoyed that. I thought, he'll just keep going. He might win by a head or a neck. The bloody inside kicked back, and the other one never got us. And
I was watching the outside horse too, and then I realised the inside had kicked back, but it's probably just that 2.5 kilos.
Yeah, the kid claiming, and that horse is a local, probably
Loves
goes
the
around that track every day of the week. And
he runs second.
he picked up nearly
10.5 grand.
Yeah, so he's picked up, I think, 30 odd thou on his 4 runs on the Syntho. So
yep. He's can't win them all, Pete.
There was a good throng of owners there too, Darren.
I reckon out of the whole club, there was 25 on course and 20 were in that horse.
Yeah, I was going to say
there was no one there.
There wasn't too many apart from
shocking cold place.
Ownership. Anyway, those Syntho.
But he runs second. He's done a good job. What's that? 4 runs for Tom?
Yeah, a win, 2 seconds a third or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Done good, hasn't he?
Yep. No, and I think
now we're going to get on the grass and see what he can do.
Horses. Surely his confidence backing away too, and it's...
all those Darwin blokes have been wanting to know what's going on. They've got their eye on him. On-speed synthetic horse.
Just enjoy your win up there you had a couple of weeks ago. Forget about
Mr. Lynch. What's his name? Mr. Leach and Mr. Britton. They're already onto it.
Had a few others.
Hey, phone's been ringing. I said not for sale.
We may. Arizona Dreaming potentially go to Sandown on the turf next Wednesday. There's a nom in for him.
But he's done a great job, that horse, and the owners are enjoying the ride.
And I think there was a little mention of, maybe just stepping out and trip a little extra. Yep. Detonator Jack, we already touched on him. First
super return.
Drew out, 9 of 9, I think. He went back, he travelled into the race at the 600.
At the 400, he was 9th.
Yeah, and
finished
wide, the widest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he must have covered an extra 6 metres.
Yeah, you can do that from that run at Caulfield, and you sort of get that velodrome effect into the race.
You normally run well, but you rarely win.
Yeah, that's right, and he's a neck off winning.
A neck off, a few eggs. There was a few owners out there just wanted to see me with egg on my face.
It was sort of a 50-50 split, the result.
I won't be so cheeky next start. He'd be ready to win next start. I actually finished probably a length and a half closer than I thought he would have.
Righto, yeah.
So whether that means I get 1.5 eggs, I'm not sure. But
hardball one.
I had a few of those jokes coming in. A few funny blokes out there, Yeah. I think they're comedians. A few of the viewers.
Wednesday, sort of went there pretty confident. Serious Statement had run probably a little better than she did. She ran 6th. I don't think she'd beat that far, maybe 4. I just wonder whether she's a horse that just needs to be left alone early and just run on. I know we used the barrier and she travelled strongly. Even at the 300, she was probably look like she'll figure in the placings, but I don't know. There was the talk, was she what was the word they used? Just a little bit flat. Mick D couldn't really put his finger on it. I don't know.
Sub was gobsmacked.
Yeah, I don't think anything's popped up since.
Has.
Oh, it has. There you go. Oh, I didn't know that.
No, that's right. I'll just let you go on.
So, all right.
Because you're like us after the race. Didn't let down, didn't finish off, ridden too close, doesn't like Sandown, track was rough. Any other excuses? The others were just better. But no, she's tweaked her back.
There you go.
When she jumped out, so it looks like she's got a bit of back soreness.
So does that mean Mick D gave her a sore back? Is that the old saying? They gave her a sore back?
Yeah, I think she probably done it when she jumped away. But anyway, look.
Well, that explains her not letting down.
So yeah, I just got a video from the chiropractor there.
Yep.
Explaining what the story was. So there'll be treatment and 3 weeks between runs, which won't do her any harm.
No. Well, there you go. I'm glad there was something.
It's a funny game. I mean, I didn't go. I wanted to go, but I couldn't get away from here. And then I was going to have something on her, and then I got busy and didn't worry about it because I missed the price.
Yeah.
And then I watched it and went, sometimes the cards just fall your way, unfortunately.
Well, from that point of view, there's a lot of good form gurus on her and tipping her.
She didn't run up, but she's got an excuse.
Yeah, no, well, that's good in a way.
In a way, yeah.
Righto, so they're the three. Bringing our percentages back to sort of
Back where we have belong.
14 and 40.
Back where we belong.
14 and 40.
Couple of four, a second and a fourth there didn't
We'll
help.
keep it at 14 and 40 through the season. That'd be all right.
Got to get one winner a week, really.
Two confirmed runners coming up now. The horse have been spruiking a little bit on the radio. I've been listening all week.
No, here we go.
The Sydney experts and all these.
I thought you were talking about Crackerjack Prince.
No. We'll go to him second. Kadinsky Abstract, the horse that's sort of been kept under the. He doesn't always hit this program, but he's going to hit it now. He's in the. Is it the San Domenico?
Yeah, San Domenico.
It's generally the first 3-year-old race for the previous season's 2-year-olds. He's drawn a little wide.
Yeah.
J-Mac on.
$5.50.
Yeah, I think there might have been a lot more confidence if he drew a bit better, but I'm not saying there's no confidence that he can't run well.
No, well, he's drawn wide and they were disappointed with the barrier. We got messages during the week, nearly every day from Chris Waller.
Righto.
Saying,
He likes the horse.
I'm disappointed with the barrier. Don't book your flights. I'm not sure we're going to run. There's a midweek Wednesday. There's a race at Caulfield next Saturday.
Yep.
I don't want to waste a run with a colt. Just got to get a few people to do the form. If you can't run top 3, we're not running.
I did.
He's still in.
I heard one you sent me, and it's like at the end of it, it was prefixed with.
Probably got to go.
Oh, no, he's a good horse. This horse, and he didn't want to get things wrong.
Yeah.
So and
Quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, and you don't always hear from a lot of the trainers.
No.
like, in that context.
Yeah. Waller's been very good.
Yeah, and obviously a lot of this is pointing towards the.
Well, he's got a stud
grand
career.
final.
He's got a stud career to look after.
And there's a Guineas involved as well. So
Guineas, maybe even the Everest, he
it's
said.
a bit different to looking after your old 5-year-old gelding, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite interesting. So, look, they've hummed and hard all week.
Yeah.
We got that little lead yesterday that he, on balance probability, they'll probably run.
Right.
And thought he could run top 3 and that would be a good lead into his next start.
Yep.
But if he couldn't run top 3, they wouldn't start him. And if he won, he's an absolute star.
Right, there you go. Well,
That was kind of the way it got summed up. So
I heard similar from that David Gately.
Yeah.
It's a very similar type thing. He said it probably just depends on just a bit of speed in the race. But he said the horse is good enough to win with all things ticked.
Well, it's a good field.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
But that's what you get when you get to that end of the scale.
You've got to take them on, don't you?
And a lot of these horses too are testing the water for which road do they take. Which
I think
path.
we'll know more in the morning
Yep.
when the big money goes on.
Righto.
You'll either drift or you'll sharpen into favourite.
Sharp's in the favourite. He's running.
Liz goes, are we going? I said, yeah, no worries. I'll get up at 5, I'll feed, I'll come and have a shower, get the suit on, we'll drive to the airport, we'll fly to Sydney,
There you go.
and then we'll drive out to Rose Hill, and then we'll watch the race, come home.
It's race 1, isn't it?
Nah, it's race 7 or
Is it?
something.
Oh, is it later in the day? Oh,
And then we'll
righto.
get home about 10, if the plane's not cancelled, feed up at midnight, and go to bed. Yeah, why not?
Meredith would be better. Meredith pub be better, wouldn't it?
I'll go to the Valley.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course.
If it was Rose Hill, I might have thought about it.
Yeah.
And if the airlines were more reliable...
Randwick, you mate.
what did
It
I
is
say?
at Rose.
Yeah.
Randwick.
If it was at Randwick and the airplanes were more reliable, because my luck, the flight would be cancelled. I didn't even look at the price, probably $1,000 each way.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I'm keen, but
Well,
I think if he was favourite and he drawn 3, I'd probably do it.
yeah.
Tried to send Liz, but she didn't want to go.
The other alternative you just mentioned is not bad because you can go and watch Crackerjack Prince be a reasonable chance in his race at the Valley and
Watch it on the screen.
just sit in the bar and watch Kadinsky Abstract a bit later on.
Probably what's going to happen.
And Liz, you can, what are you, an hour to the Valley from here?
Yeah, just over.
Yeah, that'll be the go.
I'll be home in time to feed.
Yeah, before the...
Well, it don't get dark till 6 now, so I'm not too bad.
It's amazing. It's an extra...
Well, it's actually 6:15 when it's pitch black, so I can actually get around them.
It was actually daylighted up R6 this morning. I was surprised.
Really?
Yeah. Well, not it was daylight, but
I'm in the shed by then, Pete.
Yeah. No, I was in the car.
I'm on the tools now. These days, I'm on the tools.
So we roll there.
So he's an each way chance,
Yeah,
each way all day. Take him in your multis.
with big fish potentially to
Yeah,
fry.
he's vulnerable Saturday
Yeah,
from the gate,
Yeah.
but if he wins that, he may not get beat again.
if he's charging to the post.
He may be undefeated, Pete.
Could be. then there'd be like...
It's like all the big players in this horse, and then there's Dance, Wagner and Davidson, and you think, what are we don't belong here.
He might race fully in your name again after Saturday if he wins by 4 hard held. Hey? He might be a stud. Well, there is a stud attached to him.
Yeah, Cool Moroni.
Cool Moroni, but...
So he won't be getting sold.
No, he'd be worth a bit though. Crackerjack Prince, as we mentioned, well...
Has that horse lost a leg?
Well...
Or did he open up too short?
He's won by 4 with his head on his chest after sitting wide, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, he's won his race.
He's had his birthday.
Well, that's what they're thinking, are they?
He's not a 78. He's opened 460 and he's at $8.
You get the same sort of rut. Well, he's drawn inside, isn't he? Where's he? I can't remember. He's
midfield,
drawn.
I thought.
We did write it down. 7. Yeah, so he's drawn perfect.
Yeah.
For the Valley. Just got if he brings that.
Maybe the rail's gone in. It's the latest track. I don't know.
No, they reckon it's. Oh, they did say.
Yeah.
So it was in. It was out. In. Oh, it might be back out again. Actually. Okay. I don't know.
Anyway, it's the same sort of race.
If he runs that same sort of, he's got to be in the finish, doesn't he? On that last run.
Do you reckon Archie can do that again?
Well, back-to-back wins.
And can Declan do that again?
Oh, well, yes, yes.
Okay.
Well, if you at $8 each way, that means he must be $2.50 the place.
It's got to be each way all day, hasn't he?
All day, I would have thought.
And when he's right, he's genuine.
Yeah, yeah.
So good luck.
Well, the last. He's hit form. He won 3 in a row, didn't he, last prep?
Yep.
And I think the time before it was like win, second win or something.
Now, I expect to see all those people from Broken Hill back down here. You can't just turn up once and not come back.
Oh, we got to go back to the valley. Back to the valley. And
Yeah. What time's that race? 3 o'clock or something? 2:20 or something?
No,
2:20.
yeah, it was.
2:20.
Don't know.
We'll be there. All going well here. We'll be there.
And we mentioned Arizona Dreaming earlier. Nom for
Wednesday?
Sandown
Yeah,
Wednesday.
he's got about 4 races in mind. So that's a 10-day backup, isn't it?
Yeah, which he may give him another week, but
Anyways,
back on the turf because there's no more synthetic racing. That rubbish is gone.
Oh, harsh. We won a lot of money on the synthetic. We
Did you
need
see
it.
Tuesday's fields at Ballarat?
Yeah, there was about
There was
5 in
48 altogether for 8 races.
Should have had 10 runners.
We should have backed up again. Yeah.
How's that work?
I don't know. Anyway, it's gone.
It's finished for the year. No more kickback.
No more kickback, no more whinging
coughing,
about it.
no more sooking.
We roll into a lot of tracks that haven't been used with the. Well, it's going to be good because a lot of country cups, there'll be races that are going to suit a few of our horses coming through, like Hasseltoff and maybe even the couple we've mentioned there.
Yep, Steinem.
Because it'll get tougher in town.
Oh, yeah, now it gets real hard
You're going
now.
to start looking at those 78 horses.
Midweeks and Friday nights. That's why it's good that a horse like Crackerjack Prince can enter the Valley.
Yes, yeah.
Gives you more options. So.
Pity the old boy Hasseltoff. I don't know.
Well, he only had
reckon,
one
Alan?
go.
Yeah.
But he won't be ready till November.
Probably at the end of his prep too, he had to go, didn't he?
November. Got to wait.
Yeah, he's a while off. He might even. Oh no, he's only just.
Now,
Yes.
anything else to mention about racing?
I got my jumpers running Sunday, last meeting.
The old.
Dr. Colin. I looked at the markets, even money. First go over the jumps.
Wow. You're on.
Oh, no. Do you reckon I'm going to.
Are you taking the double into Carlton to win the flag? Now, John Clemens rang me and he goes, I hope you mentioned the Blues.
We can't. I haven't got my scarf this week. Jeez, we're lucky
That's an
last
omen.
week.
That's an omen.
Lucky last week.
What about the Crows? They were lucky.
That's almost cruel.
Did you watch the front bar last night?
No, I didn't. I was at the Dogs.
Oh, my God.
Right on it.
Oh, they had a bit of a tribute to Gil McLaughlin.
Oh, Jesus.
He started in 2013. He's leaving in 2023.
Yep.
Apparently when he came in, he made a few big statements.
Got to fix the.
I'll fix racism in footy. Fail.
Yeah, well.
I'll get Tassie into the AFL. Fail.
Well, it will happen, maybe.
So that new guy, whatever his name is, that's coming in, don't make any promises, mate. Just be like the government. Say nothing. You can't get slung.
Well, that's it. They rewind the vision back.
We've got to sort out the controversy around goal scoring. Fail.
There was he said, what did he say? It was not technical, it was human error.
Snicko. Have they heard of Snicko? Couldn't you put Snicko on the goalpost?
Well, apparently the umpy thought he heard it, but it was the Swans player belting the, what do you call it, the wrapping.
You can't think you heard it.
No.
You've got to have seen it. Isn't that their job?
Yeah.
What did Mick Malloy said? Something about, got to stop recruiting these guys from the Guide Dog Association.
I reckon as soon as they realise that it's never touched anything, or there's been a phone call, there's no snicko. There's no evidence to show anyone the snicko. Get rid of it.
Jesus.
You didn't need snicko.
So what about the Blues?
That wide.
Let's get back to the Blues.
Now, look,
hey, come on, they're all up and about.
Fell in love. I let Beck.
Who do you play this week?
GWS.
They have to win to get in or stay in?
No, they'll stay in if Geelong beat Bulldogs.
Well, the Geelong can't. They've got no players. They're all in hospital.
They've got the reserves in. So Bulldogs beat Geelong Saturday night.
Well, you got it all worked out.
Yeah, well, only because I've been listening on the car last hour. GWS have to beat Carlton to stay in, and if they do, Carlton and GWS will play in a fortnight again.
Wow.
Otherwise, it's the Bulldogs.
Wow.
It's funny because it was the Bulldogs that got in when Carlton got beaten last year in the last kick of the thing by Melbourne or Collingwood, one of the two. Collingwood it was. So, yeah, it's Carlton are needing to do the Bulldogs a favour again.
Well, it's all happening this weekend for those who are interested.
Yeah. Then we've got a week off of doing nothing.
Do they?
Oh, they have a bloody bye.
Do they have that week off still?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe they do that.
So it'll be full on racing next week, no footy.
Yeah, look forward to it.
Collingwood play Essendon tonight. The Witches' Hats.
There's no way I'm going to watch that.
The Witches' Hats versus Collingwood.
There's no way I'm watching that.
That was shocking last week, Essendon.
No interest.
No interest, no. Hawthorn, who you play?
No idea.
No interest.
Mate, I watched a little bit of that game in
last week.
Dunstown Hotel on Sunday.
Oh, thereabouts.
And I looked up and I thought, what's this? The under-14s playing. They look like they're 14, those kids.
A lot of young ones.
God, I never couldn't believe how young they looked.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They've had a good year, though. I think he's done the right thing. He's building, what do you call it? Putting the blocks in the right spot.
We had a foal.
Hey?
We had a foal.
What are we? August foal. Yeah.
We had a foal. Rewrite the Stars had a nice little
I did see
Kazuna.
Yep.
Little
So that's
black
number
colt.
one?
Number one. Mrs. Bannock's due today.
Number one of how many this year?
No, I don't know. Dozen.
Yeah. Number one.
Mrs. Bannock's due today. And Fox Largo's due at, I don't know, next week, I think.
The little foals.
I reckon they'll be foaling there while this weather's on.
I was just going to say, if
on.
he's got any brains, he'll be jumping out now. Not when it's cold, but...
no, so...
Yeah, very good.
So it's all underway.
Yep. So, of the two, we've got two live chances tomorrow.
I just back them. Take the multi. Place them both.
Well, if you place them both, and then you can have a little bit on them both to win.
Well, surely, what do you get? $2 and $2.50?
Well,
$5?
That's $5.
Boost it?
Probably a bit more. You might end up with 6 or 7. And just and then have a little win bet on both of them.
Come out square.
No, a little of. Then you win.
The other favourite horse is in the last race at Moonee Valley tomorrow.
Oh, I see that. They were talking about that race. There's going to be a track record with it, and a couple others will go.
Oh, if they try and lead, they'll get beat. But
yeah,
if they try and lead, they'll lose. But
I reckon there's pace. They're drawn wide. I think it's that Red Hot Nico or something.
Yeah,
is it Stokesy's?
Yeah, there's some fast horses.
Yeah, but they reckon they'll go like.
So I'll stay to the last.
Yep.
I'll probably take a little place multi with my two and it.
Into it.
Oh, actually, I might even take it to win. It's $3.90.
Well, you got what? You probably got $15 the place.
About $12, I think.
All the place, and then you can triple that again if you take it for the win.
Being a terrible punter that I am, make another donation.
Well, no, certainly don't put first start jumper in at even money. I can't believe that. They've gone on his flat form and
Is there only 2 runners?
No, there's 12. And you got potentially 11 can bring you down if you don't jump them yourself.
That's true.
Hey?
That's true. First go.
Yeah.
They rarely win their first go.
Wow.
What about a Stern Old? Do you think he can win?
Well, it's shorter. It's $1.30.
Is it? That's good money, isn't it? 30%?
Well, it's got 4,420 something jumps to get over. Same thing.
It's a freak.
Yeah, it is.
How big is that?
And it's
over 17.
Yeah, it's 17 and a half or something.
It just wins by 200 yards.
And its brother is in the other division of the hurdle, thank God, not our hurdle.
Is it any good?
Well, it won the same day our bloke won at Geelong, the same trip.
Same trip, yeah.
In the maiden, we won the 58. It's $2.20 or something as well. So,
have you got a horse? Is there a horse to follow for the spring?
Oh God!
Have you got something that you're keen to see?
I'll be keeping an eye on Pruska's thing once it cranks up. That's Stepati.
Yep.
as from a local point of view.
What we're going to do is, as we get closer, going to run a little comp. Keep it really simple.
We've always had spring comps, haven't we?
Yeah,
Or some
we're going to
description.
run. We might run a little weekly one, but the problem with the weekly ones is, as soon as people
Yeah, drop
lose,
out of
they
it.
just give up. So I'm thinking this year we might have a good comp with a good prize,
Yep.
and we might just make it. You've got to pick the winner of the Caulfield Cup, the Cox Plate, and the Melbourne Cup.
Righto.
But we're going to close it off a week before the Cox Plate.
Right. So about mid-October.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that'd be too late. The Caulfield Cup's first. The week before the Caulfield Cup. So I reckon about the
Well, end
first.
of September nearly.
Yeah, first week of October.
Yeah.
We're going to go Caulfield Cup, Cox Plate, Melbourne Cup, treble,
Caulfield Cup.
Cox Plate, Melbourne Cup.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's the other four? Oh, the guineas.
They're the big three.
The guineas is the three.
So we'll go the big three.
Yep.
So start studying. And I'm going to come up with a really good prize.
So
like
you-
a proper prize, Pete.
So you nominate one for
select-
each.
Just one horse for each of
Yeah,
the three.
Which it could be. You could
And
have
the-
one horse you think is going to win all.
And the
be-
voting will be 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
First, second, third.
Yep.
For the
simple.
three. So if you get the three, you get 9 points.
Yep. So whoever gets the most points.
And whoever gets the most points gets the prize. In fact, someone's going to get the prize, even if no one gets the winners.
We'll just draw
The
something.
highest points.
Yeah. So
We'll just go-
even if it's 2 points, Darren, or
If
1
they're
point,
unplaced, half a point.
half a point unplaced.
Yep.
No, actually, maybe we should have 4, 3, 2, and if you actually get your horse in the field,
You get a point.
because some are not going to get in the field, are they?
And if you run last, you get 10 points.
Oh Jesus! But you got to get in the field and run last.
We'll
Yeah,
work out a
that'll do,
system, but I
yeah.
think we'll just have
Based
something
around that though.
where we just entries
Yep.
are in by date, we lock and load it,
Yep.
we publish it so everyone can see.
So each week when that race comes up, we'll publish
Just highlight
that.
it,
Yeah.
yep. But
Huh?
we'll put it out before the race.
Sounds good.
Only people that watch this are
Yes.
going to know about it.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not going anywhere
I
else.
won't mention it anywhere else.
No. So it
With
gives you a chance.
With a good prize at the end of it.
I'm going to get a good prize.
You always wanted someone to help mow the lawns here, didn't you?
No, I want a good prize. No, I'm going to find a nice prize. I reckon
Righto.
there's a couple of owners out there that might want to be a sponsor.
Oh, righto. That sounds good.
A couple of them own wineries.
Might have to get back to put one entry in my name.
So anyway, we'll do that.
Yep, sounds good.
All right. Well, good luck to the owners of Crackerjack Prince
Yep.
and Kandinsky Abstract. Good luck. It's a lot riding on that horse, and we'll see what goes on Saturday. Until next week, I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morganti. Have a great weekend and enjoy today because this weather's not going to last long.
Umbrellas,
Not that you Queensland viewers care.
jackets tomorrow.
12 degrees.